Hello there, Tom, and all the FoxFit crew. How are you? It's Neil here, one half of the Nimbus Club with my lovely wife, Sue. So I'm here today just to talk to you a little bit about the benefits of saunas and ice baths. Look, I know you guys are already really into your ice baths and saunas. We've already held some of our 20U challenges with us in Nimbus and Bondi, so it's great to see you guys already coming in quite regularly. But it's often something that's overlooked, and what I mean there is a lot of people have even done saunas or do them even regularly, but when you actually delve into a little bit deeper around what's actually going on, what the benefits are, that's where the kind of education piece drops off a bit. For example, we had a women's reset event in Bondi just before Christmas, and it was a room of about 30 women. And I asked them, outside of sweating and detoxifying, do you know what's actually going on when you're having an infrared sauna? And all the hands dropped. So it just shows you there's a lot to still learn about what's actually going on with your body physiologically. And when it comes to gender split, it varies, I suppose, not only to you as a woman or a man or anybody, but also you within yourself. What's your own personal background? What's your health concerns? What's even happened to you on that given day? That all factors into how saunas and ice baths actually impact your body. For example, when it comes to sauna, we all go to the gym like you guys would do at FoxFit, where you rip a muscle, that muscle then repairs and repairs stronger. Most people understand the basics around muscles and growth and things like that. When it comes to an infrared sauna, that's happening at a cellular level. So if you imagine this as a cell in your body, you're putting yourself in that stress exercise mode where the cells are cracking open, they're weakening because they're in a stress environment. Now after a sauna, that heals, but it heals stronger. So if you do that regularly over time, you're creating that neuroplasticity from a cellular level in every part of your body, not just your bicep. So when you think about that, it's amazing then to see what is actually going on in the long term with saunas. And I like to compare it from an X and Y axis. So any kind of health modality that you do once, whether it's Pilates, go for a jog, you're always going to get benefits from. You might burn calories, you might stimulate blood circulation, ease some muscle pain, all those kind of things, sleep better. Now, it's the exact same with a sauna. You do it once, you'll get skin health, you'll stimulate your digestive system, blood circulation, etc., etc. But if you do it regularly over time, and a lot of the studies coming out of Scandinavia and places like that are saying that if you do about 2 saunas, 40 minutes each per week, give or take, that's the sweet spot to reduce all-cause mortality by up to 40%. That's things like dementia, Alzheimer's, diabetes, cardiovascular disease. So if you do it once off, sure, you're going to get benefits. But if you do it regularly over time, you're going to get all this longevity type benefits and warding off all kinds of disease. So definitely think about that the next time you come in for a sauna. So when it comes to ice baths, it really depends on what your goal is. For me personally, I get a lot out of an ice bath from a mental health perspective. Why? Well, your body goes into that fight or flight mode, that and by you regulating your breath work during that, it's like an accordion. You're in that stress environment, you're trying to bring yourself back to rest and digest. Fight or flight mode, rest and digest. And if you do that regularly over time, you're training your nervous system to be able to cope with a stressful environment. So the next time you do have a stressful environment, let's say your boss has sent you a shitty email or something like that, it's not to say that you won't have that stress response, but it means you've now trained your nervous system and your mind, your body, to be able to cope with that quicker than you would before. Now, from a female point of view, we are different to, let's say, myself as a man. Physiologically, our bodies are heated at different temperatures. How we react to exercise is totally different. Whether you're in menopause is totally different. So there's actually a lot of layers when it comes to ice bathing, in particular when it comes to female health. So it's definitely worth researching it. A lot of studies show now that doing an ice bath directly after exercise can be beneficial to women compared to men, let's say. Men actually don't benefit as much from the dilation after exertion than, let's say, women do, because men naturally have that process going on, whereas women, their blood tends to hang around at that skin level. So to do an ice bath post high exertion for a female is actually quite beneficial. Then, of course, when you think about things like menstrual cycles and so forth, it's not that beneficial for a woman to be doing an ice bath at that particular time of the month. So avoid it at those specific times. We would recommend that for sure. So as you can see, there's a lot of idiosyncrasies and nuances to not just saunas, but also ice baths, who you are, your background, your gender, your circumstances, what you've even done on that day. If you've overexerted on a particular day versus another day, there can be different benefits to each one and the other. For example, if you're trying to build mass in muscle, you're trying to inflame your muscles, right? Now, if you go in to do an ice bath, you're then contracting those muscles. So you're going to lose some of that gain if you have an ice bath directly after a muscle. And the research in all this is really only new, it's only starting to come out. So we still have a lot to learn in terms of the impact of a session. However, if you do a cardio-based exercise, like I don't know, Pilates class, a jog, a cycle, things like that, it's actually a really good thing to do post your exercise. So it isn't the easiest thing to answer, as you know. I hope that was some help and can't wait to see you guys at our plunge club this month. See ya. Bye.